called Reverse Tower Defense, and it's a game. This is the menu. You can press the H key to go to help. It opens up the help screen. Here is a couple of descriptions, and over here is a screenshot of the user interface with some descriptions of what each thing is. You press M to go back to the menu and S to start. Here is the game. So up here you see characters. If I mouse over the characters, you can see a description in the bottom right hand corner, as you can see I'm doing here. Also, these towers are created by the AI, and the AI creates miners as well. These squares are mining squares. So if I recruit a miner, the miner will automatically pathfind, get to one of these mining squares, and sit there and gain me resources. These characters attack, so and every time I click a character, you can see it's created in the wave over here. That's the wave, and what you can do is you can deploy the wave. You can have a maximum of 8 characters per wave. 5 characters per wave. I can recruit them here. See, not enough resources. That red error message that came up is part of the error logging of the game to tell the user what went on. Also, you can use these keys 1, 2, 3, and 4 to recruit characters to the wave, and you can hit enter to deploy the wave. See this menu button over here? You can hit M to go to the menu, or you can click it to go to the menu, and the AI places towers in real time. Now let's see what happens when I lose. Losing conditions are running out of resources, which I'm going to do right now, and I have lost. I can hit M to go back to the menu, or Q to quit. Thank you. So here's my source code. At the top there's just some general notes about the code, some general comments to read. As we go through the code, I use some globals up here to store some constants that I would be using throughout the game. I also created a class for almost everything in the game. More about the classes are written in the design document, but what I'm going to go through here is my game loop. So let's go down to the controller, and here's the controller. The controller controls the entire game. The entire game is run from the init function of the controller. Let's see how this works. So first, you want to show the menu. So as long as self.menu, which is a boolean, stays true, and you're not showing the help, you want to show the menu. Otherwise, you want to show the help. Now, what you want to do is, if you don't want to show the menu or the help, then you initialize the actual game itself. And in this while loop, you run the game. Once the game is over, you show the game over, and if you want to restart the game, you return. Now, let's see what happens all I have here is while true, create a controller. What that does is that's going to create a controller, which is going to obviously run the init function of the controller. When the init function is going to keep running until it returns. When does the init function return? When restart equals true, as it shows right over here. As soon as it returns, it's going to reloop and create a new controller. And if you want to quit, what happens is I just run pygame.quit. That is how my game loop works. Now let's look at what's in the run. So in the run, you check the events, which are key presses, mouse presses, etc. You draw the room, you show the warnings. Warnings are a type of error logger. More on this in the design document. And then you run through essential parts of the game. First, the AI makes a move on some random counter. Then you loop through every tower and update it, update every character, update the miners, and gain resources every 50 loops. That is the basics of my game loop.